Our next guest has been here many, many times. We're always delighted to see him, and he's brought with him the lovely and talented Marilyn Belmore. Please put your hands together for John Campbell!
It's very important. If you're going to do this show a bunch of times, you should learn all the Super Cheap Trio songs. Your head's so big, you got a little bitty butt.
He's got it. He's on.
How do you wear that hat? What? You cut me off.
What do you got for us?
Huh?
What do you got for us?
Good question.
There it is.
There are topics assigned in advance of this show. Apparently I got a bum list. I had something on the list that it's only been referenced in a very oblique way during this show.
Oh no, we did it twice.
Yeah.
Kind.
Yeah. I love this show. And there's comedic possibilities left unexplored. At times. I mean, some of them are mined right down to the point that you get a blowout. But like the Muslim guy, the guy with the Roman Catholic and the Muslim parents came this close to being named Hassan Ben Soba.
Oh, that was... Wow. Good Three Stooges reference.
Wah, wah. This one references one of the topics in a very roundabout way. It was written by a friend of mine who lives in Seattle, whose son, Sterling, is actually the best yo-yo guy in the country. Sterling Quinn, look him up on YouTube. It's pretty amazing. And his dad's a good poet. It was back in '99 and things were just fine on the deck of the Best Noel. Hauling it in, a hoot and a grin, happy got in a yell. Well, the fish kept coming, boat kept running, and the work went on night and day. Tired and weary, and our eyeballs were bleary, and grinned when we figured our pay. Now, fast to cheated death, 100 times over the phone. The stout wood vessel, always ready to wrestle. She got all the fishermen home, and she plowed on through, and we all just knew the old girl couldn't fail. Till we all heard the bell, a sound like propellers, the guild alarm started to wail. And we tore down below, check on the flow of the pump, what did we find? An oily rag and an old plastic bag that jammed up tight in the vine. And our emergency pump, it was a rusty old lump, and it hadn't been run for years. It gave a cough and lit right off, and the noise was gone to our ears. Now did you ever get the notion the whole damn ocean was hell-bent dragging you down? Try as you might, there's no end in sight, and the watery grave when you drown. Well, that pump was gushing, the water was rushing and flowing back out the side. But as good as it did, in a big standing wave, the water was rushing inside. Said, boys, it looks pretty bleak. Old Bess popped a blanket, it's under a tank, and we can't get after the leak. And I don't know much about religion and such, and I don't really know how to pray. But if some of you know some church-type pro, it's time to get up and have your say. And we all just stared, and I felt kind of scared, because it weren't like happy to bluff. Then half the chair Joe said, I'll give it a go, I might know a bit of that stuff. Since we're all in the lurch, I grew up near a church, and I could hear what went on over there. Though I never went in, I could sure hear the din of what must have been their prayer. Well, it made lots of noise, and I'm telling you boys, I could never figure it out. Some folks would cheer, and others would jeer, and the fella up front would shout. So I'll give it a try, he said with a sigh, if it'll help keep us alive. And we all bowed our heads as the young kid said under G, number 55. G, 55. Under B, 7. Through the mist and the spray of that hellish day loomed up another fishing craft, and we all gave a shout and ran right out in a scrambling sprint to get aft. You know, I can't really say he knew how to pray, but here's a curious thing. That ship we saw through the thicket and maw was called the Big Goat King. Now, did you ever get the notion the whole damn ocean hell-bent dragging you down, trying to fight? There's no end in sight except the watery grave when you drown. So except for Beth, we all beat death, made it back home once more, where the booze did flow, and we all drank the joke, getting us safely ashore.